Hi everyone, good evening to all. And before I begin with this energetic session, do let me know am I audible visual to all of you? I just want to see the faces, I just want to hear the people. Name is enough for me. I'll read from the chat, but do let me know am I audible and visual to all of you? Help me out, please. Then we'll begin with the today's session because anyhow it's very important to understand that what are kind of questions Cognizant going to ask in their interview and their online assessment, because it's a very good hiring for all of you, right? Those are waiting for the hirings in these services companies. So Cognizant is a good place, right? And you have this opportunity at this point of time, you must be ready for it. So before I begin, confirm me once please, am I audible and visible to all of you? Help me out, please. If it's a yes, we'll go ahead. Today you have a chance to ask every possible query that you have based on the Cognizant GenC coding question practices and other things. Because anyhow, very soon, probably this 14th October will be the starting of the Cognizant assessments. Everybody help me out, please. Help me out. Am I audible and visible to everybody? And I can't see the engagements here. I want you guys to be energetic. And that energy said, sir, yes, sir, I'm ready. I'm ready to crack the Cognizant. And I have few queries. Please answer this and I'll be good. Where are those soldiers? Okay. Thank you, Akansha, for the confirmation. Now, all of you, first, how this entire live is going to be. First, we'll try to solve one or two questions based on the previous year question that has been asked in the Cognizant. After that, I'll take your all the possible questions, doubts based on the upcoming exam of the Cognizant. And what are the important topics you need to prepare. All those things we'll talk about it in this particular session. Okay? And how's the energy before I begin? Let me know. How's the energy? All of you. I guess only Akanksha is here. How about others? How about others? Help me out. Till then, I'll read this problem statement, and we'll go ahead with this. First, here it's mentioned that FOE college wants to recognize the department which has succeeded in getting the maximum number of placement for this academic year. So who? There's one college, right? So now college want to recognize what department, which department has the maximum placement. That's what they want to identify. And based on this, the departments that have participated in the recruitment drive are CSE, ECE, MECH. Help the college to find the department. So our job is to figure out that how we can figure out the college to find out the department getting the maximum placement. Check for all possible output given in the sample snapshot. So here we have some very good evening, Utkars. Very good evening. So now here, note very important thing, because before you solve the problem, reading problem is very important, and you need to understand this thing. So now here, if any input is negative, the output should be input is invalid. Why? Because you know that placement cannot be negative. Either they will be zero or they can be a positive, right? That's what they already mentioned here. If all department has equal number of placements, what will happen? If all the department have the equal number of placement, the output should be none of the department has got the highest placement. What if everybody have the a fixed same number, right? There is nothing highest, all of them are similar, right? So now here we have something called sample input 1. Here the number of students placed in the CSE was 90, ECE was 45, and MECH was 70. So who is the maximum? CSE is the maximum. So this is how you need to return your output. That's what they are expecting. Second thing here, sample input. Here CSE was 55, ECE was 85, and MECH was 85. So now two departments has got the maximum placement, ECE and MECH. Yeah, I hope the problem statement clear. Everybody help me out, please. Is the problem statement clear to all of you? You guys are able to understand what is the problem statement is. Now the question comes, how many programming languages I'm allowed to write the code? Yeah, there are only few. One is either you have a Java. So cluster wise options are there. So Java is there, Python is there, and C# is there. So this is based on the clusters, based on the cluster you have. Based on the clusters you have. right? So that's what you need to figure it out in which cluster you are coming in, and based on that you need to prepare your language. Okay, so today we'll try to see in the Java first. After that, you guys, I'll tell you the options from where you can have the other languages too. Am I clear to all of you here? I can see lots of engagement. Yeah, that's not a good thing. I want that energy, sir. Now placements are coming and we are ready to get it. That level of motivation, confidence need to be there. If that is not there, then this is a problem. That's a problem, right? First you start trusting yourself, then the world will trust on you. So that level of motivation I want here in the class. Only then we are going to be conducting this very amazing session to all of you, right? Cool, yeah. So now we have understood the problem statement that okay, somehow I'll take the input in these three formats, one like three input values I will have. Based on these input values, I'll return some kind of output, right? So now here, what are the possibility that okay, all the departments has been entered the value as less than zero. There's a possibility, or any of the value is less than zero. We'll say invalid input directly. One possibility. Second possibility, all of them are having the equal number of placement. We'll say right here none of the department has got the highest placement. Now the third possibility which is possible that okay, either one or two will have the maximum number of placements. That's what we'll return. I have the sample code here which maybe help you a lot. Here we have a sample code here and you can convert based on your convenient language. Here I'm having Java. So now here I'm taking a scanner class to take the input from the user end, written some string messages to get the input value from the user end. So here enter the number of students placed in the CSE, user will enter the value, I'll store in the CSE variable. Similarly, I'll store in the EC variable, then again in MECH variable. I will check if any of the placement are less than zero, I will say invalid input. Make sense? If any of the input value is less than zero, I will say invalid input. Otherwise, I'll check here. If all of them are zero, we can say none of the department has got the highest placement, correct? Now the thing is here, also one case is possible when all the values are same. I guess that's what the means. There was a problem here. If all the department has equal number of placement, so here you check for them also. I haven't checked here. I should have checked in, but you should check this thing that okay, if all the department has got the similar placement, then we'll say none of the department got the highest placement. Okay, so that condition you need to mention here. That one condition is missing here. Okay, now here, if this is not a case, then the case is that okay, I'll check it here. That here I'll see what is the maximum of CSE, ECE, or MEH. Whoever is the maximum of these two or maximum of this thing, whoever is the maximum, that will come here and will have the highest placement, right? So here, whoever is the maximum, I'll just directly return, okay, you are the maximum. Or if all of them are maximum, then probably. So you need to handle it further. However, I guess this problem need to be little corrected here. I'll say if all the department has not equal but zero, then this is perfect. Number of placement, the output should be the, this thing. Then this entire solution is good. Everybody help me out, please. All of you are able to understand this thing. What is the problem statement? Because today you have the chance to ask the right doubt, to ask the right question, which can help you to crack this upcoming exam. Everybody help me out, please. Are you guys able to understand the problem statement and the solution? Akansha, Utkarsh, others also help me out, please. Then we'll move to the another problem statement. I hope everybody is able to understand here. Read the problem statement for a minute. But before I begin with this new problem, everybody help me out. Are you guys able to understand this problem? Are you guys able to understand this entire thing? Help me out, please. Everybody. Now here what we have. In a theater, there is a discount scheme announced where one gets. Okay, Nanda, we'll go. So now in a theater, there is a discount scheme announced where one gets a 10% discount. So basically now there is a theater where people can get up to the 10% discount on the total cost of the tickets. When there is a condition, when there is a bulk booking for more than 20 tickets. So if you have tickets more than 20, only then you are eligible for this discount. And a discount of 2% on the total cost of the ticket if a special coupon card is submitted. So if you have a special coupon card, you will get another 2% of the discount. Develop a program to find the total cost as per the scheme. So now we have to write a program that will help us to calculate the total discount. Now here, the cost of K class ticket is right 75. So you will have a K class ticket where every ticket will have a cost of 75, and another Q class where you will have a ticket price of, सर ये assessment का है कि interview prep का, both mostly for the interview prep I use, because in their assessments for the Gen C there are three categories: Gen C, Gen Pro, and Gen Next. For the Gen C, normally they won't ask lots of coding questions in the assessment, but they will definitely ask in the interview. Okay, so anyhow, you need to be ready for both. You need to be ready for both. Right, for the Gen Pro and Next, coding is very important, super duper important. Okay, and this will decide what package you are getting. Okay, सर मेरा इंटरव्यू है तो मैं कैसे क्वेश्चंस करूं? I'll tell you the resources. First, you identify your cluster, in which cluster you were. Based on that, you start preparing the questions. Huh? Like for example, for DSA, for the Cognizant, you should prepare at least basic to intermediate. Not that advanced, but at least basic to intermediate. I'll tell you today what are the important topics you have. Python, no worries. Python also basic to intermediate. Okay, have a good grip on the SQL, means SQL, and the Python. Now, first we'll finish this problem statement, then we'll talk about all the possible question and answers. Okay. Now here we have refreshment can also be opted by paying the additional of 50 rupee. So which means that if somebody is coming with the at least 20 tickets, they will get a discount of the 10%, flat 10% off. After that, they can get a discount of another 2% if they have a coupon. And now if they want, let's say they want something like anything additional, so they have to pay 50 rupee per member extra. That is the extra thing. So now here they have given a hint to us, K and Q, and you have to book minimum 5 of the tickets. Whether you have K and Q, you have to book at least minimum number of 5 tickets and maximum of 40 at a time. So either you have 5 or maximum of 40, both the things are eligible. If fields display minimum of and maximum of ticket, this thing. So here let's say suppose you are allowed to book at least 5 or maximum of 40. If somebody is entering the value which does not come in this range, you need to put this thing. Okay, here minimum of 5 and maximum of 40 tickets. If the circle is given a value other than K or Q, like if you're entering the type of the ticket or the circle other than K and Q, you should show the invalid input. Okay, so now here the ticket cost should be printed exactly 2 decimal places. This is also a very important thing for you. Now here you're sitting in sample input we have here. So we have entered the number of tickets, this was 35. However, this comes under the range of 5 and 40. Do you want refreshment? So here you have that option, yes or no. So have put it yes here, which means that another 50 rupee will be charged per person again to me. Do you have a coupon code? Yes, so 2% will be off. Now you have overall 12% off. After this, enter the circle. So here what kind of category you had? You had the K category, so total output value is coming this thing. So calculate it, anyhow this will come the same form. I'll give you the solution of the coding question, you'll understand from there. But I hope the problem statement is quite clear to everybody. Everybody, help me out. Till then I'll answer the IUs, but others please help me. Is the problem statement clear to all of you? If the problem statement clear, then I can talk about the solution also. आयुष is asking सर इंटरव्यू में C++ मेरी अच्छी है तो C++ में कोड नहीं कर सकता क्या पाइथन में ही करना जरूरी है या नाउ द थिंग इज ना आयुष this is depends on the cluster you have. So they have very specific policy that okay, if you are coming in a cluster number anything where they have a specified language, you need to be good in that. So however, if you have one language that won't be super hard to learn the another, you just need to put some efforts there. Just conversion thing, okay, how the things are working. That's it. Hardly required 1 or 2 days to convert into a language. If you are already good in one programming language. Huh? So that won't be difficult, but I'll highly suggest you that prepare in the language where you have your cluster. Based on that only. Okay? I hope the problem statement and everything others are clear to all of you. Help me out, please. Everybody help me out, please. Is the problem statement clear to all of you? Then we can move ahead. Okay? And here we have the solution. So what we were expecting is that, okay, for taking an input, I need a scanner class in Java. So I'm taking a scanner class in Java. After that, here I'm creating an object of the scanner class by which I can take the input. I'll give a message to the user, enter the number of tickets. So user has entered the number of tickets which are here. Then if ticket range is more than, like less than 5 or more than 40, in this case I'll say minimum number of, like minimum of 5 and maximum of 40 tickets are. And I'll return means I'll stop the execution. I don't want to execute it further. और यू कैन यूज else if. So, आज कुछ कॉलेज में इंटरव्यू हुआ है कॉग्निजेंट का, तो वहाँ बेसिक फिबोनाची एंड फैक्टोरियल टाइप क्वेश्चन ही पूछे हैं. एंड दैट्स व्हाट द लेवल दे हैव हियर. भाई आपको प्रिपेयर करना है, दैट्स व्हाट यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर, बेसिक टू इंटरमीडिएट. Okay, but at least data structures you must know. Sometimes people have their bad luck and they have been asked a good question. So and yeah, you need to be ready for both, right? Because opportunity has a cost here. Now here another thing, one input value was number of tickets, second input value was refreshment. Either you enter by yes or no, based on that it will be calculated. Okay, so we will have that character. Okay, now you do have a coupon, based on that we will calculate the character, yes or no. So here we have the for the coupon also, right? Now the value of k and q, we have the value of k and q here, right? Based on this, if the circle was k, the cost per ticket was 75. If the circle was q, the cost per ticket was 150. Correct? If this is not, then return the invalid thing. So this is what we did with the input. Now we have the input. Now we have the input. Now it's time to calculate the cost. It's time to calculate the cost. Okay, so here I guess discount I haven't applied here. Discount I haven't applied here. Here a few more code is still pending. You need to write this code. Okay, so here, oh no, already written, not a problem. So at total cost we have tickets multiplied by cost per ticket, right? Based on the category we have selected, that total cost will come here. Now if tickets are more than 20, 10% discount has been applied. Okay, so for 10%, this is how you write 0.9 multiply with the overall cost. So now total cost will be this. Now again, if you have a coupon here, then another 2% of the discount will be applied. So here total cost is this. Now here if you have replacement, so here the again what will happen? What will happen here? You will have this thing, right? The overall cost has been increased by the 50 rupee for each ticket, and at the end you will print. Now here this is for printf here for specific controlling the number of zeros in Java. Based on your language, you can control it here. Okay, so now here if you had this 20% category, you will go into this cost. If you had the coupon, your total cost was already optimized here. Now another 2% has been applied. After that, remember this is on the 10%. So let's say you had the X amount. After calculating 10%, you had the buy amount. So another 2% has been applied on the buy amount. You getting my point? So that is on the buy amount. After that, if you are getting the another complementary services, then you have to pay the another 50 rupee. So in every ticket, the number of tickets you had, you have to multiply by 50. All of the new price will be calculated here. I hope all of you are able to understand this thing. Help me out, please. Are you guys able to understand this thing? How this problem you can solve? I hope so. That won't that difficult, right? And you guys are able to understand. But just you need to read the problem carefully and then you need to answer. There's a possibility that sometimes you make a mistake. Try to run it, figure out where the mistake was, and just do it. Okay? Cool here. Now here people may think that, okay, sir, for the pro level, for the next, what I have to prepare. So these are the important topics for the Cognizant especially, which you need to prepare. Especially basics with numbers like Fibonacci, factorial, all of these things, looping concepts, function, recursion, arrays, then another strings, mathematical logics, again ASCII related values, arrays, matrices, and linked list. Linked list for the interview purpose, very important for the interview purpose. So these are the very important topics which I have highlighted here. How you can practice, go to the prepenstar.com, access free previous year papers and top 100 codes. Go and practice them. Now if somebody want that, they want a dedicated preparation based on the Cognizant, or they want to prepare for a coding or a complete new language, they can visit a Prepenstar Prime. I'll show you how to visit it here. I'll go to the Prepenstar Prime. So let's say I'll search for Prepenstar Prime. Okay, and here I'll search for a course. Here you will have 200 plus courses already. Oh, I'm already logged in, but however, I'll click on this thing and I'll search for the Cognizant. So here you have the GenC, Next, GenC, all of these preparation courses you will get here, right? And you have your chance, right? I'm getting a verification here, but however, I'll show you if you want a financial aid, how this can happen to you. So I'll write Prepenstar here, and I'll go to the purchase page directly, and I'll show you here. So you can have this entire subscription. Like, let's say you had the 3 month of time and you want it. In this case, you go here, apply a coupon code Pandey sir. Pandey sir, you will have a massive discount. You see this thing, the course which was you were having in probably in 10,000, now it's under the 5,000, right? That level of discount you have here. But go and practice. I'm not saying that you must go for the paid course, but I'm saying if you want a structured learning, then paid course will be helpful for you. Also, the people who are learning the Java or struggling with something, go here, search Java placement course. This is for free completely. Yeah? Java placement prep by Gaurav Pandey. You will have our prep Insta Prime somewhere here. You see this thing? I'll just play it out if this works. Welcome back. Meeting you after a long time. So now here, go here and you will have your entire series. Entire playlist is there on the prepinsta.com. If you'll go here now, in the playlist, go to here, you will have your Java course. Those are learning for the Python, you have the Python course for free. So this is for 7 days. You can complete in 1 or 2 days based on your speed. But now go and practice, please. It's a very good time that, okay, opportunity we have. Right now, the time is that we have to practice. We have to be ready. Right? We have to be ready. Opportunities should not be skipped from our hand. Trust me, the people who are super successful, the only important thing they had, the opportunity and the capability of grabbing that opportunity. So now this is the time where you have the opportunity, you need to get that capability by which you can crack it. So Srikant is saying, I have Cognizant GenC technical exam on October 6th in my college. I got cluster 1. So based on the cluster 1, start preparing. I guess in cluster 1 there is a Java, I believe. So here if I'll search for this cluster 1 Cognizant. So here I guess you have this focuses on Java, SQL, HTML. Remember to practice on more and more on Java and SQL. Very important, very important. And as like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, at least the fundamental level 2. Any previous year question papers? Yes, you can prefer like here. Go and search for Cognizant GenC previous year questions. You will have here for free from the prepinsta.com. Previous year question papers. So search here. You have here this thing. Go here and access it. Start practicing. They're completely free. Right? Go and practice them. Okay, Srikant, I hope this will be helpful for you. Others, please tell me. Do I need to answer something else or we are done? I hope this entire live was helpful for you guys. And if you really enjoyed it, please like the live. Okay, comment it here and tell me what next you're looking for. All of you. And I really want to say thank you to all of you and want to wish you all the best for your upcoming exam. Go and rock there. If I will hear in some any way that you are selected and somehow I helped you out, I'll be really happy here. I'll be really happy in that case. How many questions need to solve? Srikant, I'll say at least 50 to 100 questions. Try to work on it. You will have a good idea. At least 50 to 100. Figure out in some way. Okay? Start practicing on at least easy to intermediate questions, basic questions. Okay? Yes, in the technical assessment. For the technical assessment, remember, Java and SQL and HTML, CSS and JS is going to play a very important role. Okay? Cool. Anything else which I need to answer? All of you, help me out, please. Otherwise, if we are good to go, we can wrap up the live. And I really enjoyed interacting with you guys and wishing you all the best. Go and rock there. And whoever want to tell me personally any challenges or anything, you can connect me on the LinkedIn. Search on Google Gaurav Pandey Mentor, you'll find it out me. Cool. Then bye-bye to all. Wrapping up. Thank you everybody for joining the class. Bye-bye to all of you.